Crap, how do I do this? Hi guys, I'm just inviting some people to this. So, give me a few seconds. Just give me a few minutes so I can invite people real quick because I want to know what's going on. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Just give me a few seconds, guys. So I haven't said much about this virus thing or any conspiracy on it or anything like that because I truly didn't know what was going on. We're getting mixed messages of it. So I just read, so yesterday in Maryland, Governor Hogan closed all essential businesses. And then I read an article about him reopening the car dealerships in Maryland. Like during a freaking pandemic or virus, whatever this is, you're going to open back up the freaking car dealerships. Who needs to buy a car right now, guys? You know what I'm saying? Who needs to buy a car? It makes no sense. And then I read another article saying that Hogan says he's getting mixed messages from the White House. So what's going on? There's something going on. It's not about a freaking virus, guys. It's not just about that. This is a false flag. I mean, I'm convinced this is a false flag now. This is such bull crap. And I was pretty like up in the air about it at first. But this whole reopening car dealership thing shows me it's not that serious. First off, they gave a day warning they were going to close schools like last week. If it was that serious, they would have just shut the schools down. No one come to school the next day. Okay. Also with the essential businesses and restaurants and stuff. I mean, you would think they would close everything down if it was that freaking serious, don't you? I mean, that's just common sense of me thinking for myself. It just makes no sense. This virus thing makes no sense. Now, I'm not saying they have not released something into the population that's killing some people. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there's something more behind this, and I think certain people are targeted. I mean, and I want to know, has any one of you tested positive for the coronavirus? Any of my friends watching right now? Let me know. I don't know if I can see it's not showing me the comments. Hold on. I see who's on, but I want to know, has anyone actually tested positive for this virus? I think this is all like, how do I say it? What's the words I'm looking for? It's a game. It's like what's the word? I can't think of the word for it, but they're like testing us to see how we would react to something like this. I really do. Because who the hell would I'm serious, who the hell would open car dealerships back up? I mean, do we really need a new Mercedes or whatever? No. No one really needs that. Especially when there's no freaking toilet paper on the shelves, no meat for people who eat meat, because everyone's panicking and panic buying and hoarding and shit. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, the main thing on my mind right now, if I was actually living in fear of this virus, would be to go buy a car. You know what I'm saying? It's something more. What do you guys think? Ren says, I don't want to make I know statements either, but I really feel like this is a fire drill. That's a good word for it, Ren. Fire drill. Yes. Betty says, I'm negative and don't know anyone with it either. So Betty, did you test for it? Because I know here in Annapolis, yesterday, Hogan closed all non-essential businesses by 5. I haven't been out. Hold on, Remy, come here. Sorry, I'm out here with my dogs. Come here. So I don't know what is actually closed. Like, I'm freaking out of my organic cocoa powder that I put in my coffee. Oh, did you go in the freaking river? Izzy went in the river, guys. So I don't know if the vitamin shop's open. But, you know, the car dealerships are open. Like, any of us can afford to go to a car dealership right now. Seriously, my bank account is negative $5. I'm a server at a restaurant, so I live by tips. You know, I mean, I have another job too, and I have my own little, like, small little gig I do, but I'm broke as a joke. And I know I can't buy a car right now, so close the frickin', you know, the non-essential stores, but keep car dealerships open. Aggie says, my mother just died from this. Aggie, number one, you don't die from the coronavirus. Do your research, sweetheart. And I'm sorry, I'm so passionate about this right now because it's irritating as hell. You die from secondary, like, infections and stuff, just like the flu. Just like if an older person got the flu and it's developed into pneumonia. If you, like, read, even if the statistics are real about coronavirus, like people with high blood pressure, asthma, things like that, diabetes, I forget which type of diabetes, but they're the ones having the most problems with this, and they're the ones dying from it. No healthy person, completely healthy person, has supposedly died from it yet. So Aggie, she didn't die from the coronavirus. She probably died from a secondary infection, which is sad. And now a false flag doesn't mean it's not happening. A false flag means it is planned. It's a planned event. And I'm starting to think this was a planned event. Completely planned. I mean, I'm not going to compare it to anything else right now, but it's, you guys, we're all just like a mouse in the little labyrinth thing. We are like test monkeys right now. That's what they're doing. And certain states are like saying, what's the word they're using? You know, shelter in place. That is another word for martial law, guys. Shelter in place. So if you do this or you do that, you get arrested. You hang out with more than 10 people in a gathering, you get arrested. That is taking away our constitutional rights. Now, a sensible person, if this shit was really real and not just a flu or a cold or something, everything would be shut down. Everything would be shut down. Think about the old days, like when, I don't know, when the bubonic plague was in the freaking France, Scotland, Europe, and all that shit. They shut the kingdoms down. They, like, did all this stuff. They're not doing it here. They're opening car dealerships. You guys, think for yourself. Use your brain. I'm sorry, I'm like so excited right now about this. Hold on, my dog. Remy, get your butt down here. Come on. Come on, baby. Want a bite? Mention food and he comes running. Betty says it's to scare people into getting vaccinated. I agree with that statement, Betty. I completely agree with that. I also read something, I don't know, a couple days ago about people who got the flu shot within the last 2 years are more susceptible to get this, because the shot in itself, if you read the inserts, it tells you about respiratory issues you can have and things like that. If you read the flu shot insert, I wasn't prepared to talk about that. Mateo said you cannot catch a virus unless you get injected with it. I agree with that. Joey Roca, is that how you pronounce his name? He talks a lot about this, and I think he shared a video on my main page about this. I completely agree with that. I agree with you too, Tina. The flu is worse off than the coronavirus. Completely agree with you. Yes, Ken. Car dealerships. Yeah, Ken, this is why I started this video. At the beginning, you were kind of late. I freaking said I've been quiet about this and not into my conspiracy theory normal self, because I've been focusing like on other things, like, you know, just self-improvement and things like that. So yeah, Larry Hogan opened up car dealerships, all departments. Now I don't know all the facts about that, like if 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 you can go inside and whatnot and things like that. But I did read that it said just practice social distancing. So I'm really big on unity. I've always been big on unity. They're trying to divide us. I mean, think about it. If you walk through the freaking grocery store right now to go try to find some toilet paper, which hasn't happened for me yet, you hear someone cough or sneeze or something, and it's like, what the fuck? Get away from me. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to separate us like they always do. What's the saying? United we stand, divided we fall. You guys, we can't let the government have complete control of us. That's just freaking stupid. That is slave mentality. And I'm not like almost every freaking nationality in the world has been enslaved, if not even by their own people before. So I'm not pointing any race out. I'm saying as a group, that is like slave mentality. Shut it all down, lock it all down. Yeah, if it was that serious, they would have us all on lockdown and they wouldn't be reopening car dealerships. There can't be a revolution without unity. You're right, Betty. You guys, let's start teaming up together and stop like hoarding shit. Let's like show each other love. And I mean, some people really test my patience and my spirituality. I'm trying not to snap at people that like comment on my posts like, stay in the house, practice social distancing. I did go off on one person and I feel really bad and I apologize to Pam for that. So I love you, Pam. I'm sorry. I apologize for like snapping off a little bit at you, girl. I love you. But it's just ridiculous, guys. So I'm done rambling. And hold on, I'm going to read some things. Roxanne, I'm diabetic and I also have high blood pressure. And I still go out to the stores and I'm doing well. I am so happy to hear that, Roxanne. I am. I'm asthmatic, especially like during this season because of my allergies. And, the Rona. Joking. So I don't like taking medicines. So I'm starting to do the mullein. I'm doing burdock root and things like that to help my asthma. But I feel like I kind of want to take some Sudafed and some Zyrtec to go out in public so people don't think I'm infected. I mean, are we like in freaking Resident Evil with car dealerships open? It's hilarious. Tina, love and peace and flowers to all. Yes, Tina. Mateo says, problem, reaction, solution. They've been doing this for thousands of years. You're exactly right. History is repeating itself. History always repeats itself. During this time, I've like started researching everything. Not like I don't normally do it, but really going into just everything. And because I've been stuck in the house for, I don't know, like a week and a half because I like had... A couple Thursdays ago, I came down with like a little cold or something. So they asked me, my doctor's office asked me to stay in the house for a couple of days and see how I feel. So I did. So I've pretty much been quarantined, not out and about too much at all. But I just read an article that my local Walgreens last night, 3 guys came in there and pepper sprayed the workers in Walgreens and stole medication. Seriously? That's exactly what's wrong with this world, guys. We can't be doing shit like this. I wish we could go back to just the barter system. Like, shit, let me grow some watermelons and you have chickens and we'll like trade. Here's some watermelon, here's some eggs. We need to start doing that and stop like believing and depending on the government so much. Like, I mean, do you know how we still have a lot of people in welfare, a lot of people that can't work. If we actually really gave a shit about anybody, we would be checking on them right now. We'd be giving them food. We'd be helping them. And if someone had toilet paper, they'd bring you some toilet paper. Guys, I have toilet paper. I'm not out. So don't everyone that knows where I live come bring me toilet paper. I do have some. I was just using that as an example. But there are very few of us that are actually doing this. And I love you guys. You know who you are. Who's David Wilcock? Candace? Send me a link and I'll listen to David Wilcock. you know. But I don't know. You guys, let's start doing this in our communities with each other. Let's make plans. Let's share ideas. Let's stop sharing fear porn. Today, I'm just done. I'm done with it. When they said there are reopening car dealerships, I'm like, I'm so done. Let me see where my dogs are. All right. But I love you guys. Shine your light. Don't be afraid of your spouse, your kids, your friends. You know, I mean, the part of living is dying. We all know that, you know. It's a fact of life. We're all going to die someday. Would you rather not live while you're still breathing? You know, enjoy this life. Enjoy it. I love you guys. Mwah. And thank you for listening to me rant.